Alright, so yo, welcome back to some Granblue Fantasy as we continue our Fate episodes. Start with Charlotta, and then we'll probably end with the other guy. On her way to the village that sells the high tonic, Charlotte meets Grant's crew. They help her get the tonic, which turns out to be ineffective. Charlotte drains her a dash, but when she learns Grant is heading to Estalucia, she is presented with new hope. Thus, the captain of the Holy Knights joins the crew.
One day, when I was visiting Seed Hollow on business, I espied a young man crouched in a corner of the central plaza. There was no mistaking his mussed hair, a style rebellious youth call the Mohawk.
The Mohawk.
And face. Here was Sir Soupstock, helmsman of the family Zothba. Is something the matter? The lad met my inquiry with a scowl.
The hell are you looking at? Beat it, kid. Wait, hold on a sec. Ain't you a part of that crew?
Assured of my goodwill, Sir Soupstock unfolded his troubles. Whilst making his usual rounds squaring away accounts, the lad had met with some resistance. One of their clients, a nobleman disdainful of Sir Soupstock's low birth and tender age, had refused to pay.
I'm an officer too, you know. Got my own grunts working under me, good people. But we're dealing with the real frilly-pants, blue-blooded noble here. Any attempt to rough him up, and it's straight to the slammer.
'Twas a treacherous path, Sir Soupstock added. A single misstep, and it was his reputation in the mud. Hearing this, my heart went out to him, for I knew what it was like to feel green and small, with judging eyes upon me. I offered him my aid.
I appreciate the thought, but no offense. You look like a kid. If I bring you on my rounds, they're gonna change my name from Soupstock to Laughingstock.
Oh, nice one.
At that moment, a servant arrived, bearing a message from the nobleman in question. It read, "I've decided to pay. Meet me at the following location." This whole affair was starting to smell ranker than a goblin's breath. He could just as easily have sent money with the servant. Why go through the trouble of arranging yet another meeting? There was mischief afoot, and I resolved to accompany Sir Soupstock to stop it in its tracks.
Oh, we can't do it till next time. That sucks. On the skiff. While stopping Seed Hollow after a job, Zeta received a marriage proposal from an unfamiliar boy far younger than herself. She lets it pass as a childish joke, but the boy doggedly and earnestly refused to give up. I believe I already have everything set for her, right? Because we were using her a couple episodes ago.
Oh, hi, Zeta. Fancy running into you here.
Oh, wow.
You're just as pretty as the first time we met. I had started to wonder if I'd ever see the little heartbreaker again. Guess I got my answer. We talked for a bit, and I learned his name was Vyrn. I knew which question he wanted to pop, but I didn't have time to humor him today. A hospital in Seed Hollow was in dire need of medicinal ingredients, so it was off to Fondom for me and the crew. Okay, gotcha. I understand. Well, that was easy, considering how he kept pestering me. I didn't expect him to be so reasonable. I know better than to get in the way of your job. I am a little worried, but I'm sure the monsters won't give you any trouble. You got that right. I eat monsters for breakfast. Aw, how sweet. The little doodlebug had total faith in me. Stay safe out there. Come back in one piece. I will. As I left to meet up with the crew, I made a mental note to pick up a souvenir for my biggest little fan.
Alright.
Sweet. I think that's everything on the list.
Good, cause this heat's killing me. Let's get back to the ship.
I feel like something's gonna happen to the little boy. Maybe that's just me.
What the?
Holy. Could be a sign this place is ready to blow sky high.
Well, I'm not sticking around to find out. Let's keep moving.
Being boiled alive is bad enough. Now I gotta deal with wyverns? Keep up!
I think the ground's sinking into the magma.
What? Where's the spy lizard? Where's the exit?
Because imperfection exists.
Okay, ignore the.
Close call. Ow, hot!
Everyone okay?
Can't go that way now. More. Now it's on.
God damn.
Just grab ingredients, they said. It'll be easy, they said. This bites.
Are you for real?
Ah, fire spirits!
I'm sorry I ever set foot in this oven.
What? Is that not the way? To go around. Fuck.
That is seriously hot. If we can get to that higher ground over there, that should lead us back outside.
Can you pick up the pace? The magma's rising even faster! You might want to heal.
I got it?
I think we're safe here.
Nice.
Maybe.
Man, I really worked up a sweat. At least we didn't lose anyone.
Grand Cypher's just up ahead. Come on!
Oh, it's not over. We're gonna fight something?
Ah!
Another golem?
What are the odds of bumping into a golem in here?
Who knew I had so many fervent fans? Thanks for making a gal feel loved. To show my appreciation, I'm gonna turn you to scrap. Bring it. How about you? Hold still. Follow me.
Nice, nice. Keep the jump going.
Come on.
Damn, I mistimed that.
Pour it out, pal.
You're the best.
We did it!
I did the heavy lifting, but yeah. Oh yeah. Over, loser. Keep up. Come on. Now I can go full throttle. Bring it.
Nice, nice, nice. Break.
Here goes nothing! Take that sucker down!
That's the plan. One pile of rebels coming right up. One more.
Your explosive fighting style reminds me of my master's magic.
Close call. You listen up.
No, you don't.
This spear has no equal. Okay.
All right, go for the hit.
Qualifies for hazard pay. Oh, who am I kidding? Probably won't even see an extra boost. Keep up. Feel the flame. Just like that. Get him. Crimson corruption. No place to hide. We aren't froze after all.
Nice. Oh, I forgot to remove Io from the party because she hit 50
Prayers.
during the last mission with the solo goblin fight.
What's this? A piece of rock from the golem? I like the way it glitters. Might make a neat souvenir. if
Oh,
there's
it's gonna be like a
something on
trap. It's gonna attract monsters or something. I could see it.
it. Great hustle, guys.
Welcome back, Zeta!
Vaughn was the first person to greet me when I returned to Seed Hollow. He ran over to me like an overexcited puppy. Here, I got you a little something for being good.
Whoa! This rock is crazy! It's all shiny and stuff!
I'm a pro at picking out gifts, if I do say so myself. After all, what kid isn't mesmerized by shiny objects? Vaughn wouldn't stop thanking me. I honestly didn't think he'd like it that much. But in this case, I was happy to be wrong.
It's amazing how you made it out of Fondom without a scratch! You're a one-woman wrecking crew!
Can't argue with the truth.
Anyway, it's cool that you're being nice to me, but I don't mind when you play hard to get either.
Huh?
Smooth
The
kid.
nerve of this kid.
Are you blushing?
What? His confidence was respectable. Admirable, even. But seriously, get real, little man. Ugh, talking to you makes my head spin.
In a good way?
Does that mean you're falling for me?
No, it means I'm worried about your future. Years from now, Vaughn's gonna be breaking hearts left and right. Mark my words.
Alright, Rosel's 50. Do Vayne. Dude, let's do Carolina.
Couldn't resist my help?
Or Ugin.
Yep, let's move out.
Need something?
Alright, she's Cap. Let's do you. Clash of Titans. I'm pretty sure last time he was challenged the Fisher God, right? Fisher boss. Ellie Gent stands on a ridge overlooking seas of lava. His lightning casts into a fiery wave. When Vyrn expresses doubt that he catch anything besides rock, the men calmly answer with cryptic fishing a dungeon. This is proof enough for Yodarha that man is the Fisher God.
We fish, therefore they are. It was a profound statement. Hang your line thinking you won't catch anything, and you won't notice even the heftiest bite. Determination was the most essential tool in the old tackle box. But then again, we were sat up next to a lava lake, and I would need more than simple chutzpah to pull a fish out of there. Luckily, I had me secret weapons.
Someone came prepared.
Beautiful, ain't they? I strung a special hook, carved from a flameworm's tooth, to a special line, spun from its mane. Been looking forward to the day I could bust out these bad boys.
Whoa! You're really going to do this?
The captain, Vyrn, and Lyria were stunned as I cast my rod into the lava.
Just what the heck are you old-timers expecting to catch?
Vyrn's voice was filled with confusion, but wasn't a moment longer when we made a believer out of him. Oh, a bite!
Me too!
The Fisher God and I started pulling up catch after catch. It seemed like we both brought determination to spare. But the fish living inside the lava weren't no slouches neither. They were covered in armor like scales, and when we pulled them ashore, their flopping sent liquid death flying in every direction. Was kind of funny. So there we were, equally matched, neither side willing to back down. As our piles of molten fish gradually turned to hills, the captain, Lyria, and Vyrn were dumbstruck. Soon enough, our swordbacks told us it was time for a gentleman's break, and we decided to tally our scores. We counted each fish as we threw them back into the lava. Their physiology meant they couldn't be cooked. Don't want no sulfur in my sushi anyway. But they sprang back alive as soon as they were returned to their familiar warmth.
Should've known you'd be a shark on the rod.
Just trying to keep up. It was a rare thing to meet your match. The smiles on our faces were proof of that. Vyrn flew up to us.
Do all old dudes fish like that? If you went for broke, I wonder who would come out on top.
The Fisher God and I locked eyes. We could feel the sparks flying.
Sounds like the gauntlet's been thrown.
Agreed. We've had enough of a warm-up.
Then you won't mind if we up the ante, huh?
He told us about a few local legendary fish that had eluded capture for years. Reminded me of the noble bonito from good old Fanta Grande. We agreed the winner would be the first to trap one of them fabled guppies. The prospect sent lightning through me body. The old spark was coming back.
Alright, so progress story. What makes the night true? Last time he was teaching the kids, I believe, right? Whenever Vane happens to be in Folka, he pays the Blue Sky Knight a visit. The children brims with curiosity and seems to want to learn everything about anything. Vane gladly obliged, but most important lesson he wants them to remember is know when to ask for help. Yeah, because he was teaching them about bugs and stuff and the best way to survive out there.
One sunny afternoon,
Like,
I was heading to the woods with the tykes when I saw a boy crouched in the shadow of the city walls. Who's he? An innocent question, but Captain Skip glowered and folded his arms.
Just some weirdo from Tempeel. He always looks like his balloon just popped. Once, I asked him if he wanted to be a knight, and he started crying. It's probably better to just leave him alone.
Skip ended this bit with a snort that said, "And that's that." But I couldn't help glancing back at the boy. There was something about him that seemed so lonely. Hey, Captain Skip, this is just my humble opinion, but isn't the duty of a knight to help people? Especially those who kinda sorta look like they might be in need. At this, Skip's face puckered up so hard, you'd have thought I squeezed lemon juice into his mouth. I got where the little dude was coming from, though. It wasn't always easy to do the right thing. But that's what made it so rewarding.
You're not wrong, Sir Chef. Defending justice means defending the weak.
Skip dashed over to the city walls. After what looked like a pretty one-sided conversation, he came back with the boy in tow.
Say hello to the newest member of the Blue Sky Knights!
I couldn't keep from smiling. In that moment, Skip and the lonely boy were the mirror image of Lancey and me when we were kids.
alright, so he's done. Well, only the new guy.
I trusted only my fists. If you wish to reach transcendence, you must beat out the path with your own knuckles. Which is why when my fists began to tremble in anticipation, I listened. It was as if they whispered, "A terrible future awaits these skies. Fail to act. An unprecedented calamity will befall you." How could they know? In truth, they knew more than most scholars, having experienced the rigors of fundamental aesthetic practice. I tempered them relentlessly, so they could foretell which timeline would lead them to the most strength. But you may ask, how far can one go with omnipotent fists? A foolish question. Only cowards measure progress in distance, in achievement. Blood boils through these fingers. That is all I need to know. Ah, I feel the fire raging inside. The storm has arrived. And I shall catch it with my bare hands. Divinity above, I wish you no ill will, but your defeat shall be evidence of my life's work. How recited, I ended the evening's meditation. Decades of such ascetic training had finally borne fruit. I had honed the Eternal Raid style to a godlike edge. But the long years had also revealed to me an enemy I could never defeat. Time itself. My inevitable demise meant there would be no more Eternal Raid style. I would need a disciple. Someone worthy of inheriting my technique. Of course, coal is not transformed into diamond so easily. It would be a fool's errand to find a successor who could survive the necessary time and rigor. Thus, when I finally met the captain, I was happy to be that fool. Now I could pass on my legacy. But the captain had another goal in mind, to reach Estalucia and reunite with dear old Papa. Filial piety was a respectable tenet, but it was no god-shattering fist. Despite my pleas, I failed to convince the captain to become my pupil. However, something must have resonated with the young master, because I received an invitation to join the Grand Cypher's crew. If I could not produce a scion of eternal rage, at least I would gain new allies. Walking aboard the airship, my fists buzzed. Ah, so there would be something more to this meeting after all. Worthy Captain, I choose to fight by your side for the glory of the crew, for the glory of reaching Estalucia. And after we return, we shall discuss your future with the Eternal Rage style in earnest.
You heard all the stories about the old man, right?
I could hardly believe my ears. Ripping the Grim Basin apart with a single punch? Joining a war just so he could spar? And defeating both sides? Knocking over a whole mountain just from turning in his sleep? I call BS. And just like crap, there was probably a kernel of truth in there somewhere, but come on, who believes this stuff? Turns out, idiots like me. See, I've actually witnessed Ghandagoza smash a meteor into space dust. You think people will catch on to that story too?
Of course they will. Why else do people go to the pub? Man's favorite pastime is recounting tales of people braver than themselves.
But it's so hard to believe, and I saw him do the damn thing. So, yep, though the old master's legends were numerous, and honestly downright ridiculous, they were also the truth. What's crazier, Ganda would never toot his own horn. After crushing a dragon with a sneeze or what have you, he'd just say, Yep, actions speak louder than words. That's a real man's man for you. You gotta admire that. What I would give for his rippling biceps, though. Looking back now, none of us could have known. There, in the Zeka Grande Skydom, Ghandagoza was about to use those rippling biceps to start a whole brand new mythos.
So he is like the Asura. He's even standing like one too in the background.
Sierra gave us the news. A lone brawler managed to stop a force of hundreds atop Mount Nagelith, all while quelling a raging blizzard with his bare hands? I'm not a betting man. Well, I'm not a drinking man, but, well, I'm not a man who bets when he drinks. but I put good money on our brawler being Ghandagoza. It hadn't been that long since we sailed to Zeta Grande, so the old badger must have been working overtime for word to spread so quick. I asked Sierra to spill the details. The force he scattered was a group of soldiers, remnants of the Church of Avia, and word was they were specialists in guerrilla warfare. Sure as hell they were a fierce troop. How does an unarmed martial artist take them all out? Not that I could ask the master, because you know what he'd say. But hey, who needs words when you got those defined shoulder blades doing the talking? Guess it was just one more legend for the books.
One-man army. Alright. I guess we're gonna play as them and probably get destroyed. Are you even level 40 yet? No, you're not. I feel like he does a bunch of slow-ass attacks, so... Probably Guts or auto-revive. Damn, I wish I could see the stats for it. So what is that, 5 minutes or something? What's this other one? I'm assuming this is 5 minutes too? Yeah, okay, they're both 5 minutes. Skill Assault sounds good. Tyranny also sounds good. Oh well. We're here now. Alright, let's do this.
Call for reinforcements! We need all the support we can get!
Why is everyone from that crew a beast? What are they feeding them on that ship?
It was a nightmare. Actually, worse. You could wake up from a nightmare. This was our reality. We were being driven into the heart of Mount Nagelith by a single skyfarer. Even though he was alone, he was with the crew who defeated General Ghandagoza. Our only chance was to put aside our pride and work together to take him down. Our platoon was experienced, and we could launch the prototype Yodarha if things started looking rough. We had numbers and strategy on our side. With all of our preparations, victory should have been assured. But he took one look at our perfect formations and laughed.
Ha 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 ha! You honor me with this extra training. I, Ghandagoza, shall now return the favor with eternal rage!
You what? This guy was nuts. All of these soldiers, and this was just a field exercise to him?
Get your asses in gear! Do not break ranks!
Command snapped my mind back into focus. I drew my sword, but as I clutched its hilt, I had never been more sure it was just a hunk of scrap metal.
Wait, am I soloing?
Of eternal rage.
Keep your distance, or you won't make it out of here alive.
Roger! Yeah! How will you train from so far away? from the clouds breaks the storm.
God damn, that is so sick. I just wish there was like a speed up button for his.
To him? Who is this guy? Could be the devil himself for all I care.
My reset. No.
We can't take him on our own.
Step forward. I still need to finish my warm-up.
Bro, he feels powerful. I just don't like how he's so slow.
My fish grow restless.
Curse our luck. It's leaving you with no option.
Iron shoulder.
Switch to Plan C.
Plan C? But sir, he doesn't even have armor on.
Just do it. Either we deploy.
He's gonna tank it, isn't he?
Wipe us out. Go, Tyuatar. Deliver us from this accursed giant.
I applaud your desire to continue fighting, but you insult me with these useless toys. The soul burns with fury.
It's over. He took out the Tyuatar. Of course he did.
Of course he did.
Courage, troops. No one lives forever.
With these
What the
fists,
fuck?
Nothing is impossible. From the clouds, green as the hawk. What? To hell! Look upon true fury.
Bro. What's the point of me equipping guts or auto revive 1 if it doesn't even work? It doesn't even proc.
Before my might.
It was a nightmare. Actually worse. You could wake up from a nightmare. This was our reality.
Where are they? Bring me your champions!
We were an entire platoon of pilgrims. We even deployed the Tyuatar. He wasn't even inconvenienced.
Oh, I don't know about that. I was inconvenient.
My mind was cloudy. I barely heard the commander's order. How could I think? I saw it. I saw the force of his punches redirect the blizzard. He had to be a demon. No mortal could beat the damn weather into submission. Not to mention the lack of corpses. This battle had been brutal, but so far no one had sustained critical injuries. Which means he had been holding back. A man like this, he was as strong as General Ghandagoza. No, stronger maybe. Finally, I gathered enough sense to unfreeze my feet and turn tail. As I ran away, I got the sense I'd just witnessed history in the making.
Need something?
Oh, we caught up? Yeah. So that's all the current fate.
Have a good day.
So the only thing next is to progress the main story, right? Oh, we also got the golden key. I guess we can go open all the chests now. Drain 3, stun 3. It's whatever. So the only key left is the silver wing key, right? Well, hopefully there's some weapons in here or something good.
Don't mind if I
H's 3, regen 3. That's okay. Oh. got lost for a bit. Pretty sure one of these two is like the silver wing, right? Yeah, that's one. All right, so we were gathering. Sorry, I got my food came up because I ordered some pho and it was here and I wanted to eat it. I was hungry, so I paused. Hey, it was good. Although I saved half of it for today because I don't want to eat too much. All right. White wing. God damn it.
Yep, that's locked up tight.
Surely there has to be one gold chest here, right? Also, I really like playing Charlotte or Charlotta. It's really fun, but I'm just old. I'm sorry, guys. I'm at that point in my life where or maybe I'm just weak. I'm not built like that. My fingers just hurt. I get carpal tunnel whenever I'm playing a character. I'm just mashing. So I'm trying this guy and I am garbage. Health 4. Critical rate hit rate 4. Alright, let me give you this health. And critical rate to my boy Rakam over here. %40 chance crit rate, nice. Is that all? Because we did all the side quests, right? And that chest up there is Silver Wing. Maybe there's something in Roland's church that we miss? Because that could be it. All that's left is just a progress of main story, and then it's just the post-game stuff. I kind of wish the main story was longer. Also, FYI, I'm garbage with this guy. I'm just letting you guys know now, so don't expect much. I don't know how to time his combos. Because I believe in the thing, it said you had to time it when you were doing tutorial to get a booster of the Ashura gauge or something. So yeah. I kind of want to play Charlotta, but since I only played her for one episode, but she's level 50 right now, and I kind of don't want to level her past 50 yet. All right, I believe the only chest left are the White Wing key chests. So with that, all we can do is just progress the main story. Man, I'm still trying to get these accessories, but I'm not I don't even know if they're relevant in the post game. There could be a better version.
Welcome back.
Let's fly.
The air currents have become unstable. Keep your wits about you.
So, are we really doing this? What's the plan?
Oh, also, I was supposed to only get the chest, so that'll be it for this episode, since the first part was just, I think 30-40 minutes, so that should be good. So the finale will be all on its own. So thanks for watching. Love you guys. Stay safe, and I'll see you next time.